Alright, guys. It is time for yet another episode of the Florencio Files. And he's going to be playing Zerg in this one. Down here in the bottom right, in the red, representing the dankest of crafts, it's Florencio. Up here in the top left, looking to control this game, it's Control. So it is a Zerg versus Terran. Now we've already started to figure out what Florencio's favorite units are in StarCraft, guys. One of them is the Swarm Host. Big fan of the Roach, the Ravager as well. Oh! That nerd's about to be Control-Alt-Deleted. How you doing, Maynard? What's up? Hope you're having a good day, dude. How did Tumblers and Tunes go? Yesterday? Was it yesterday? Hope you had a good stream, man. Sad I missed it. I saw it on Twitter this morning. I was like, "Ree." How was the new Tool album? Lovely whiskey, lovely new Tool album. Nice. You guys should check that out. It's up on Maynard's Twitch VODs. Maynard's a friendly fellow, like myself. I believe all his VODs are open to everybody. I don't think he even paywalls them. We're not pro gamers. We can't hide our VODs behind a paywall. No one would actually care. Oh, Marine first here from Control. Interesting. So no Reaper. Flow, of course. Normal hatch first goes down at about 52 seconds. Florencio's went down 54. What the shit? Florencio's getting so much better at Zerg, guys. It's like builds are looking almost normal. As I say it, I'm like, what is that drone doing? What is it? I'm like, what is that? I'm like, his build's almost looking normal. No, take it back. Take it back. What is this? He's like, I need another one of these. I need one of these, and does of course block himself from being able to start both queens straight away. But you got to remember, guys, that's because he saw the SCV coming and he said, I need to show you something weird so you freak out and don't know what to make of it. And already the Terran player's like, oh, I need a bunker in this very weird positioned bunker, isn't it? It doesn't really cover the mineral line. It's going for a factory and a tech lab. We're going to see the fastest tank of all time. We are, aren't we? I bet we see like the most... What is this? What is this? What is this guy? He's gonna do like battle mech or something. So he got his second depot. So he's gonna float that over. He hasn't put on the second gas yet. What's the plan? Is he gonna build a reactor down here? I'm so curious. This Terran seems to be kind of on Florencio's level a little bit with the weirdness of the opening. Yeah, he's just making the fastest tank of all time. This guy's been traumatized hard. I like it. I like it. Lair starts up and a Roach Warren. Flo's continuing to drone here. Only injected one hatchery, forgot to inject the natural. He said, you know what? You can have a smoke break. She's like, I don't smoke. Flo's like, you don't smoke. Let me teach you a thing or two. She's like, what? He's like, ah. And she's still not going to inject. She's not a fan. She's not a fan. No babies for her. Oh, she is. There we go. Just tosses some eggs onto a goddamn hatchery. It's a weird way of reproducing, isn't it? Zerg have. The queen, like, does she even get fertilized by anything? Or does, like, it join with some shit on the hatchery, gets fertilized by this, like, are they just sperm swimming around the edges of the hatchery? Or, like, how's it work? I'm very curious. And then, like, check this out. This is the best birthing process you could ever have. Imagine, you know, straight out of the fetus, check it. They just bounce into the air and they instantly start wriggling around down there. Oh, no, their life, they got turned into drones. They get to evolve. Very nice. Okay, cool. Couple of wrigglies. Wriggly larvae having a time of their life. Macro hatch here, contributing for sure. Back at home, we've got a tank, another tank, and a third command center, and 2 more factories. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we found a Villo's Smurf account, guys. For some reason, only has 2 on that gas. He's taking quick natural gases. We're going to see the mechiest of mechios. We're going to see tanks followed by more tanks, followed by more tanks, maybe some Hellbats, and then maybe some Ravens or battle cruisers. This is going to be a Terran who I don't think will move out for the first 20 minutes of the game. Going to give Florencio a whole lot of time to have some fun. We got Roach Speed on the way, Burrow on the way, Florencio. I don't think he's figured out unit rally points just yet, as these units are all just kind of chilling. Then again, automatically defends their own base. Science. Science. Chapter 1. In the draft, Florencio showed me of his Zerg science syllabus that he's starting to write up and organize as he learns the race. Was never set a rally point, and then your mineral lines are always protected. And I was like, you might just be a genius. You might just be on the next level, the next plane of existence. 43 drones as well. He's got a full 2 base economy. Does hit a supply block here, tactically. It's to, just to motivate him a little bit, produce those overlords a bit faster. I think it's going to be tunneling claw roaches. There is turrets up in each mineral line though. Armory on the way. Double reactor. Are we about to see like a billion mines or Hellions come out? That's going to be interesting. 2 reactors, 1 tech lab. What do you even build? It's got to be mines, right? That doesn't make sense otherwise. No, it's Hellions. He's building a 4th CC as well. Okay. Don't know where you're going to get the minerals to keep those going. Hellions build so fast. If you have 2 reacted factories, that's like basically 2 full mineral lines of spending gone right there. Tunneling claws, yes! All right, he's going to go for a shark attack. I like it. Unfortunately, the changeling does not get a chance to see the units and transform. Does end up going down. This overseer is going to have a bit of a perv. We've got a random roach burrowed up here. I don't think he read his orders and he was like, wait, you want me to burrow at those coordinates? Why? Why? Ravagers are going to just YOLO. Oh, does take out 1 tank, loses a few units, but not too bad actually. Is he going to go again? Go again? Float. Yeah, he's going to go again. He's going to go again. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, 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 bim. Oh, he didn't get the 3rd one down. Oh my God, the micro. The micro. Florencio, the absolute god, does actually get the triple bile on at that time. Oh my God, the running back and forwards in tank fire always gets me a bit excited. Corrosive biles on the mineral line. This Thor's just having a fucking sad time. He's really sad about new repugnancy not being in the map pool. It's like they took Rufus away from me. So fucking sad. I'm gonna use my shitty javelin missile launchers to shoot an overseer, even though it does no damage. Mate, get those high impact payload guns up on those shoulders. Come on. He's like, I don't want to lift anymore, man. 9 passion hosts are on the way. Aptly named after they destroyed the passion of about 300 pro gamers during Heart of the Swarm. For those who don't know, people are like, oh, who's the best player of all time? Is it innovation? Is it life? Is it, well, obviously in Brood War it's Flash, but in StarCraft 2 it's MVP. It's Cyril, right? It's got to be Cyril. You know what, guys? Cyril's a good player, but I think the true way to measure this objectively is how many players have you made retire? I think Snoot holds the world record for that. If you guys have ever seen a Snoot pro match from Heart of the Swarm, oh my God. Like, there's cheese grating someone to death, and then there's doing it so gently that they think they're being exfoliated, and then it dawns on them that he's gonna kill them in an 1.5 hour long Swarm host game with the entire map covered in spore crawlers, queens, spines. And after that happens 36 times in consecutive tournaments with waves of free units slowly drowning them to death, they up and quit playing StarCraft 2 as a pro gamer. So I gotta say, you know, Snoot, he is the master of the Swarm host, and he's the one who got them called passion hosts, because he killed the passion of enough pro gamers to make them retire from StarCraft. He's an absolute fucking god. Cyril might technically be better than him in terms of overall results and dominance, but Cyril hasn't made people retire. They lose to Cyril, they go, he's so good. It's like losing to God. I don't even feel bad. But they lose to Snoot and they'd go, yeah, he's really good, but his playstyle is also a little bit like slowly dying of a disease over 6 to 7 years, knowing it's coming, and unfortunately knowing there is no cure. It's goddamn terrible. So that's why we call them passion hosts. That's the back door, that's the backstory on why they're called passion hosts, for those who don't know. Hell Muffins is their more recent name. Tasteless, of course, being paid by Blizzard to rebrand them and restore their image, you know, trying to make Blizzard not look as bad. Of course, we've also been trying to nickname the Infestor the Skillfester to try and get rid of the plague of bad memories from Wings of Liberty Broodlord Infestor times. Hasn't caught on just yet, but if enough of us casters scream amazing fungals, give it a bit of time. Maybe people will think, amassing Infestors and Broodlords does take skill. Right now I can hear everybody who's Terran or Protoss over here going, oh my god, Pig agrees with us. He agrees with our Reddit posts. Oh, sitting around the fire of their not having better things to do than post on Reddit about Zerg late game being OP. Give them 2 weeks until they died at battle cruises, and the Protoss will instead, of course, be joining with the Zergs around this fire and complaining about Terran. Just give it a little bit of time. Speaking of passion hosts, guys, how do you think Control's passion's doing right now as he slowly gets destroyed by a shit ton of locusts hitting him from all angles? I think he's having a bit of a tough time right now. The Niduses are just sitting on either side of his base. I love the way he's dealing with it. By he'll F2 and A move after the locusts are dead. Still hasn't lowered this depot, so we've got some really efficient pathing. He's trying to play tower defense practice here, where he's trying to give the maximum pathing distance. It's maze TD. And then he says, oh, actually, the locusts are dead. Let's go back to the front. The Thors are confused. Are they high-fiving? They don't even know. One of them gave another one a quick hand job on his way through there. What a nice bloke. Hellbats and Thors actually managed to shut down a wave with only a few locusts going down. Hot damn. Now remember, guys, Florencio has had Control pinned back for about 7 minutes, where he's been able to do anything he wanted in that time. So he should probably be maxed out with every upgrade and tech. Let's check it out. He's on 51 workers, which is basically barely above a 2-base economy. But, okay, in his defense, he's made every single tech available. So, lurkers, broodlords, making 11 lurkers at the 3rd, has a 4th and a 5th, isn't using them. But do you really need to when you're busy draining your opponent's will to live with endless free units? No, you don't, do you? Throws out another cheeky butthole attack over here. For those who don't know, this is the butthole. The cheeky part, of course, is the hell muffins that emerge from it and slowly beat your opponent to death with their children. And he's, yeah, basically, this seems to be his jam. Just Nidus Swarmhost followed by more Nidus Swarmhost, and seems to be getting him going. Now, I haven't actually seen him use lurkers yet, so I'm very curious to see if Florencio knows what the unit is, or if he just likes them because they have spikes on them. Remember, Florencio has played StarCraft for 20 years and only recently ever tried the non-Protoss races. So he's literally clicking on the tooltips and reading what they are as he's playing and going, siege unit, burrow, trying to figure out what it does. So I'm not going to read too much into what he's trying to do. Oh my god, the command center's not lifting! The command center's not lifting! Control! What are you doing? 2 command centers fall. But don't worry, guys, continuing the maze tower defense here, making his Thors squeeze through single file. The Hellbats stuck behind each other. It's finally going to clean up this Nidus Worm, but another one's popping on the front. I love there's burrowed ravages all over the shop. And the Thors and Hellbats are like, okay, what's the bet? The moment he hears this Nidus, he turns around. Let's go to Control's camera. So he's staring at this and he's going, that's a hatchery, and he's got his army selected and he's A moving it. He's just heard the Nidus. Now he's looking at his army and he's A moving it again. Now he's looking at the base, he's A moving it, then he queued up an A move. I like it. Now he's building some add-ons, he's building some more stuff. A Thor accidentally took out a Nidus Worm. Good on him. Lurkers just took out a Thor. He saw it. He did not notice it. He saw it. He did not notice it. Oh my god, we're going off his camera. He's not watching! He saw the lurker spines, but he didn't see it. He saw it, but he didn't see it. Oh my god. Oh, first they take neuropugnancy away and Rufus, the Thor's pet dog, then they massacre him and his brother by shoving a whole bunch of spikes right from underground between the legs. And I'm just saying, I'm not sure exactly how it feels to have a whole bunch of spikes rip into you from underneath you, but it looks painful. Watch. Where do you think they're going? Oh, ow, look, you can see them poke up. Ow, you can see sparks falling out of his butt. Ugh. Oh man, this is terrible. Right now though, 2 Thors do run the gauntlet. They're like, we've seen some shit. We're 2 brothers. We're gonna shoot a hatchery down because we're brothers. There's 2 of us. The lurkers are like, well, you can't see us. Do you guys think Control's realized that there's lurkers yet? Still hasn't scanned. He scanned! He figured it out! Holy shit. Okay. A minute and a half after getting his army massacred by lurkers that he'd spent the entire game building up to. And he does finally get there. Oh, God. And he's got Hellions here. Is he going to do this? There's brood. Oh, no. There's always round 2 of the douchebaggery. Remember, guys, Florencio is the tech switch master, the tech switch god. He unburrows these Ravagers. Those Thors are trapped. Oh my God, this base layout is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. The Broodlords are gonna come forward and try to deal with this army. There's only a couple of Thors and they're all heavily wounded. The Hellbat's doing a good job of taking out these Broodlings. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Can the hatch go down? The Thor's trying to click on that hatch. Florencio does not have a lot of mining right now, and there are still 2 command centers on the edges with fresh shit up. Uh-oh. 1 Broodlord goes down, but a Thor's about to fall. 1 Thor falls, a 2nd Broodlord falls. Will they get a 3rd Broodlord? Will they get a 3rd Broodlord? Going once, going twice, and it's gone. Sold to the Thor in the dead. In the dead over there. The Thor in the dead armor. The one that just died. Yep. 3 Broodlords do go down, but there's more on the way. More Corruptors, more Broods, and we've still got that same pack of 10 Passion Hosts from earlier. You can see they have been deeply impregnated, and they are just ready to throw their children into battle. 2 lurkers in the middle, catch the Hellion retreat. Oh my God, guys, it's the 16-minute 6 slow Zergling backstab. That does some nice damage there. 42 workers killed in total, up against the 15 of Control. Control's answer to this, of course, is to keep these Thors locked in prison back at home. They can't get out, man. They're like, well, while we're here, we might as well get the Dutch rudder going. And like, what's the Dutch rudder? Says the yellow Thor. The other 2 Thors like, oh, you don't know? Let us show you. And oh, you see, there we go. You could tell they were all doing it on each other a little bit. Yep. Oh, the Dutch rudder's happening. Oh my God, Dutch rudder Thors for sure. Look at it. Oh, helping each other out. Meanwhile, a couple of roaches hitting that northern base. We've got Broodlords sieging this up. I love these Thors just trapped in this fucking... Oh, God, they're really getting... Okay, that's beyond a Dutch rudder. They were just straight up banging. Those 3 Thors have all penetrated each other at this point, for sure. 5 Broodlords coming forward. The Passion Hosts burrowed out front. A few Lurkers guarding it. Roaches and Corruptors up there. Now, this is Florencio, guys, so remember, the moment he starts winning, he does not hesitate to unzip his fly. He's got to add insult to injury, and of course, a little bit of that ammonia smell there as he pees all over the command center. Broodlords pushing forward Lurkers here. These Thors popping out one at a time. These ones still stuck in a corner. They say, we're going to die today. We might as well bang and see what happens. And yeah, those Thors in big trouble. They're coming forward one at a time. Will they get a Broodlord? They get no Broodlords? Oh my God, they get 1. They get 1 Broodlord. That was it. That was like 8 Thors to kill a Broodlord. Lurker Broodlord, the ultimate anti-ground combination. We've got Passion Hosts there as well. And at this point, I think Control is indeed about to get Control Alt deleted out of this game. Florencio, does he have any other way to add insult to injury? I don't really think so. I think he's used all the fun, annoying Zerg units, Lurkers, Swarm Hosts, Broodlords, Nidus Worms. Oh, here we go. He's like, fuck you, Swarm Hosts. I'll kill one of you. Doesn't quite get it. They get away. They throw their babies. Him and all of his drilly boys do end up going down. The Broodlings get in there. That base gets taken out. And once again, spikes from beneath. Ow! Ow! And that's why Swan has actually been working on box armor for the Thors. So that's going to be the new upgrade in the next patch. Plus 15 damage reduction against Lurker Spines. And also burrowed Banelings, I guess, because they also explode from underneath, right in the soft spot of the Thor's armor. So it will be nice when that happens. Of course, Florencio, you know, he's a better man than me. He's, you know, he's like, you know what? I don't hesitate on propriety or anything like that. I will pee on the guy who's already left the game. And I'm like, really? Is that necessary? And he's like, it's always necessary. I'm Florencio, and I'm a filthy buzz. Look at how many Thors he had with 2-2 against 0-0 Broodlords. But they just couldn't get out of his base. He actually couldn't get out. By sieging these tanks, his Thors were all stuck. Oh my God, this guy, this base, and that depot never got lowered as well. This is hilarious. This Terran player was a god of the maze defense. I love it. Tower defense. Did anyone actually play Maze TD? That was one of my favorite tower defense. I always found tower defense maps where you couldn't actually wall to change the paths really simplistic and kind of boring. Like, they weren't the worst to chill on, but the ones where you can actually create a maze and design and you kind of knew the points the creeps had to touch and you could make it so they had to double back and stuff was always so fun. Create these, like, weird spiraling mazes and shit. That stuff was the best, man. I love that Flo stays in the game. Do you guys I think he'll just kill the main. If he goes down here as well. No, there we go. Kills most of the main, has a good time, and does that. I mean, let's check the end of that game. So let's look at this. When did he siege those tanks? So the push starts coming, and then at some point he's going to siege some tanks there, and they're going to block the rest of the Thors coming out, as if the other one's being blocked there wasn't. Yeah, look at this. These two tanks are sieged here. The Thors can't get out. Turret's blocking the mineral line. They're blocking that. Oh my god. Oh, GG. Well played. He definitely wasn't short on production, was he? GG.